you're looking to dive into topics on how to live a happier, healthier, more fit, and long lifespan, then you've come to the right podcast. Living the Dream with me, Coach Damian Evans. Together, we will explore the topics on all things health, fitness, and wellness. Together, we will be lifelong learners on this journey to living the ultimate dream. What up, Dream Team? Coach D here, coming at you from beautiful sunny San Diego, and welcome back to the Living the Dream podcast, where we start the weekend strong by covering how to properly care for ourselves based on what works best for us individually and in order to reach for our health, fitness, and wellness goals, and in order to live our own dream life. And today we're going to talk about one of my side passions. We're going to be going over an ancient breathing technique that can help us lower blood pressure, manage stress and anxiety, lower heart rate, improve lung function, and improve overall brain function as well. And all of these things can be done free of charge with barely any time commitment. Yet it is rarely leveraged by the average person. And at the end of this episode, I will also lead you through a few rounds of this breathing technique so that you can experience firsthand the power it can have on your mindset, your health, and your well-being. So let's dive in. Alternate nostril breathing. Alternate nostril breathing is a yoga breathing exercise where people breathe through one nostril while holding the other one shut. Then they change nostrils and repeat the process. Breathing exercises can help us reduce our stress and be good for the heart, lungs, and brain. This episode will outline what alternate nostril breathing is. We will look at the risks and the benefits of alternate nostril breathing, and we're going to explain how to do it, and we're going to show you how to do it at the end. Alternate nostril breathing. When people breathe, the oxygen in the air travels into the lungs, across the lining of the lungs and into the blood. The blood then travels around your body, delivering oxygen to all your cells. That is a huge, powerful process. The respiratory process produces waste in the form of carbon dioxide, and cells deposit carbon dioxide in the blood, which then travels back to the lungs. The carbon dioxide passes into the lungs and the body breathes it out, and the circle of life continues. This is an automatic process, meaning that people do it without being aware that they are even doing it. Breathing exercises are a way to concentrate on breathing, making it go from an unconscious effort to a conscious effort. These breathing exercises, there are tons of them. They can help people to manage their stress and anxiety. They can put you in an amped up state or a nice calm and relaxed state. They can lower your blood pressure. They can increase your blood pressure. They have control of your heart rate, your lung function, and your brain function. So there's different styles that can get you into different states. An alternate nostril breathing is a breathing exercise where people who practice yoga, they sometimes call it Nadi Shodhan Pranayama. People slowly breathe in and out through just one nostril while keeping the other one closed with their fingers, and then they swap. When people do this specific style of breathing, when they practice alternate nostril breathing, they breathe slowly and they breathe gently through just one nostril while keeping the other one closed with their fingers. Then they swap nostrils, and it helps them concentrate on breathing. It helps them stay present, and it helps them do these things that are usually an automated process, but they become more conscious. This can help people to calm down and relax. It is a simple exercise that some people say help them feel more grounded and more centered. Some people even do this while meditating. A 2017 review of all the studies on alternate nostril breathing found that doing it regularly was good for the heart, the lungs, the brain, and they found that it could reduce blood pressure and heart rate, improve lung function or breathing, improve motor function or movement skills, and even improve memory. And while the benefits of alternate nostril breathing are numerous, the risks, let's talk about the risks. Well, the risks of alternate nostril breathing Actually, it appears to be quite safe. The authors of a 2017 evidence review looked at 44 papers. None of the study volunteers experienced any side effects, and all were able to take part in the exercise. What other kind of experiment can say that? The only risk of this would be if you were to do it in or near water. There have been cases of people doing breath work in water, specifically Wim Hof breathing, and passing out and drowning. Or I guess if you were operating machinery or vehicle, you wouldn't want to do that either. So essentially, if you're halfway smart about how you do this, you'll be fine. It's pretty much all benefits and no downsides. So right now, let's go through how to perform alternate nostril breathing. And right after that, we will go through some rounds. Number one, you want to sit down, sit on the ground, keeping the spine straight with the shoulders relaxed. If you need to, you can sit on the edge of a bed or sit on a chair upright. Try not to lean back on something behind you. You want to have your spine straight and the shoulders relaxed. If you cannot get into a comfortable seated position, then get into whatever position you can do this comfortably. It can even be done lying on your back. Then, gently place the tip of your right index finger and your right middle finger, your two peace fingers. Put those two fingers together and put them right between your eyebrows. So with the hand pointing down, you have the two pointer fingers putting pressure on what they call your third eye center. And this helps to keep your hand stable as well. If a person is unable to use their index fingers, they can use any finger or apparatus or body part that helps them to keep one nostril closed. What we're going to do is we're going to close the eyes. When we get there, we're going to place the tip of your ring finger and your little finger, so your right ring finger and your right pinky, on your left nostril. Those are going to be the two fingers that close your left nostril. And then your thumb is going to be reserved for closing your right nostril. So you have your two peace fingers on your third eye center, right between your eyebrows. Putting pressure on that area is actually one of the best ways you can tell your body that it's safe and it can calm down, it can relax. So that's another reason why you put your fingers there. And then you have your ring finger and your pinky finger that can close your left nostril, your thumb that can close your right nostril. And there's many variations on how to do alternate nostril breathing, but we're going to make ours more circular. Sometimes you'll breathe in and out through the same nostril. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to seal the right nostril with your right thumb. Breathe in through the left. Once you've breathed as much air as you can in through the left, you're going to seal the left, and you're going to breathe out through the right. We're going to continue doing that circular in through the left, out through the right for a few rounds. And then we're going to do the opposite. And we're going to breathe in through the right and out through the left. And I'll lead you through the whole thing. The starting recommendation for this technique would be to repeat the process 3 or 4 times one direction and then do 3 or 4 times on the other direction. Evidence suggests that people who regularly practice alternate nostril breathing benefit most from it. So regularly is the word here. Twice a day would be incredible. Maybe first thing when you wake up, or maybe during a moment of increased stress during your day, or maybe it's at the end of your night to come down from a busy, hectic day. Twice a day would be amazing. Once a day would be great. 3 to 5 times a week would be better than most people do at all. Some people like to practice alternate nostril breathing when feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed. So it's more of a trigger for helping them downregulate. And one example might be doing it before a public speaking event. If you have a huge public speech, other people use it as a part of their meditation regimen. So there's so many different applications here. So I'd like to go through a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing with you right now. If you listen to your episode on an accelerated speed, now would be the time to bring it back to normal speed. If you're driving or currently doing something where you can't close your eyes or use your hands, then you're just going to want to pause this episode and come back to it when you're able to. Okay, here we go. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. You could be cross-legged. You could be sitting on top of a block. You could be sitting in a chair, or whatever works best for you in this moment. And before we start, let's go ahead and just check in with how you feel right now. What are your stress levels like? What is your muscle tension like? What is your breath rate like? Maybe even tap into your heart rate. Just kind of check in and see how your mindset is, your body. And we're going to check back in after a few rounds of breathing to see if we can notice any changes. In a moment, we'll breathe through the left nostril. We will breathe in through the left and breathe out through the right. And we'll repeat that for 3 more rounds. And then we'll switch and we'll do 3 rounds of breathing in through the right and out through the left. Start by sitting up nice and tall, rolling your shoulders back and down, lifting the crown of your head high to the sky. And if you feel comfortable enough, let's gently close your eyes. Feel the expansiveness to your chest, your heart, and your lungs as you take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill the lungs all the way up with breath, and out through the mouth, sigh and exhale of relief. Let it go. Sealing your lips, bringing your peace fingers to your third eye center. Bring your right thumb to your right nostril. And let's go ahead and start by breathing in through your left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath, and as you're holding, seal your left nostril, releasing your right nostril, and exhaling through your right nostril for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the left nostril and close the right. Inhale through the left for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close your left. Breathe out through the right. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the right. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close left. Open right. Exhale right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take 2 normal breaths right here before we switch to the other side through both nostrils. And now we will breathe in through the right and breathe out through the left. Here we go. Closing the left nostril, opening the right. Inhale through the right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close the right nostril. Breathe out through the left nostril. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the left, inhaling through the right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close the right, open the left, exhale through the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Close left, inhale right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close the right, open the left, exhale through the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a couple deep breaths here, normal. And before you open your eyes, check in with how you feel right now. How has your state changed from before? Take a screenshot of this episode, post it, and tag me with what you experienced. I'd love to know. This was even just a couple rounds on either side, and if you did this for a little bit longer, I'm telling you, the impact it has is incredible. Maybe dedicate 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a couple times a day to do this type of breathing and just watch how your life changes. So in summary, alternate nostril breathing is a yoga-based breathing exercise. It can help to ease stress and anxiety. Studies have shown that it's good for the heart, the lungs, and the brain. And to practice alternate nostril breathing, people gently just breathe in through one nostril while keeping the other one shut, and then they swap. It's very simple. There's different strategies on if you go in through the left and out through the left and then switch, or if you do more circular style like we did. People who practice alternate nostril breathing regularly are most likely to get the most benefit from it. There do not appear to be any risks associated with breathing exercises like this if done safely. And I consider the breath to be one of the most powerful free tools in the world that very few of us take advantage of. But now that you know one style, you have some serious power. And I've also done other breathing practice episodes in the past. And if this is something that you really enjoyed, I definitely recommend checking those out. I've done the relaxing breath. I've done long exhale breathing. I've done box breathing, Tumo Winhoff style breathing, and even a breath meditation. If you can't find those episodes and you'd like the direct link to those episodes, please send me a DM. I'm here for you. And that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me on this Self-Care Saturday episode of the Living the Dream podcast. Please share the knowledge that you gain with your friends and family and hold each other accountable. If you enjoyed this content, it helps us a ton. It's a non-cost way to support this podcast. If you could post on your social media stories a screenshot of this episode and include what kind of impact you felt from the breathing exercise that you just did. Make sure that you tag me and share your journey. Tag me at livingthedream_podcast or at Coach Damien_SD and let us know how this episode benefited you. Let us know what we missed, let us know what we got wrong, and tell us how you have harnessed the power of your breath to help put you into a desired state. We want to know. Message us if you have any suggestions or tips that would help your Living the Dream team that we can discuss on future episodes. And I will be right here with you, working on making us stronger, happier, and healthier humans. Until next time, friends, keep living the dream.